Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I am so excited to be filming. It's going to be a collab with one of my friends here on YouTube and on Instagram. Her name is Heather Austin. Now, if you're not subscribed to Heather, which I'm sure some of you are because, us smaller creators, we like to stick together. A lot of us have some of the same subscribers. But if you're not, please go check out her channel, show her some love, let her know that I sent you. But anyway, we decided to collab together a while ago, and originally we were going to do the Be Perfect palette. Well, I think she got her palette like a month before I got mine. It was something crazy. I got mine pretty late. And then when I did get it, I was super busy. She was busy, so it was just, the timing wasn't right. So she came up with the idea to do this video, which would be us talking about the ugliest palettes. So this isn't like an original idea. This is something that we've seen other people do here on YouTube. From what I understand, the original creator of this video is a creator by the name of 90s Love Child. Now, I'm not subscribed to this person. I've never seen their videos, although I'm going to check them out after this video because I want to know more about them. This is a fantastic video idea. I think we've all got very different opinions on what we think is ugly, what we think is beautiful. So I'm really excited to hear Heather's opinions and her picks for this video. So let me just give you a little bit of background about Heather. She and I met, I want to say, maybe like 5 months ago on YouTube, of course. We've never met in person. But I think we met through Britt Clark. You know what? It's all fuzzy. I don't remember where I meet some people online, but I feel like it was through Britt. Heather is a very upbeat, positive type of person. She loves her concealer. She loves bright colors. She likes her neutral colors as well. She just loves to have fun on her channel, and she says that in her videos. She's there to have a good time, let loose, play with makeup, and to share that love and passion for makeup with her audience. So if that sounds like something that you would be into, which I don't know about you guys, but that's right up my alley, please go check her out. Let her know that I sent you. Anyway, Heather is sweet as pie. She has a wonderful personality, and her videos are fantastic. She does a lot of reviews. She does a lot of first impressions. She does a lot of other things too, where she's just talking about makeup. I believe she does a Will I Buy It. There's a lot of stuff going on her channel, and she uploads every other day, or 3 times a week, which to me is insane. I don't know how the hell she does it, because I know how much work it takes to do something like that. So I have so much admiration for this girl. So yeah, please go check her out. Let's go ahead and get into this ugliest palettes video. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you're interested in what's on the eyes today, I did a review of a new palette, like a demo, several eye looks. So if you're interested in finding out what that is, I will link that in the cards above so you guys can go check that out. All right, so now I'm going to scooch on over this way. Now, keep in mind throughout this video, these are just my opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. So you might not like my choices for this video. Yours may be totally different. You may love some of the palettes that I mentioned. That's okay. Makeup is subjective. We all like different things. This is just what I thought was fugly. Okay, number 1. The Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson Conspiracy Palette. What the fug? What was that? Seriously, what was that? When I saw the creation of this palette, because I watched the documentary just like everybody else did because we're nosy and we want to see what's going on. When I watched this palette come together, I kept thinking, this has got to be a joke. This can't be what they chose to assemble for an audience of millions. Honestly. And there was people eating that shit up. Oh, that palette's so beautiful. It's so unique. Oh, look at the color story. It was ugly. It didn't make any kind of sense. The layout doesn't make sense. I'm just going to pull it up here so I can kind of look at it while I'm talking trash about it. I don't understand it. I don't understand the thought process behind the colors that got chosen. Now, I do know that Shane is the one that picked out these colors. Shane is not a makeup artist. Shane was not heavily into the beauty community before this process got started, so maybe that's why this palette flopped. Again, no shade, no tea, but I don't understand why people were dying to get this palette, why it sold out, why they were falling head over heels for it. I don't get it, except for maybe because they were excited because it was part of that documentary and it made them feel like they were part of something when they bought it. My ass was not spending how much? $50 some on this palette just to feel like I was part of something? No. No thank you. Next. Okay, so the next one that I want to show you is from Huda Beauty. Now, for the most part, I've really enjoyed Huda Beauty's eyeshadow palettes. I didn't really get into her brand like at the very beginning when she did like Desert Dusk. What was the other one? There was another big one. I wasn't into her brand when those came out, so I can't really speak to those. But for the most part, ever since then, her Obsessions palettes I've really loved. Her Mercury Retrograde I really liked. I had the orange neon Obsessions that I really enjoyed. But this green neon Obsessions was ugly. Like, when you're looking at this, you have one yellow shade and one, like, lime green shade, and the rest is just a hodgepodge of weird colors. Like, none of it makes sense. This palette does not make sense. She could have done something so unique and so cool with this palette. This could have been a fantastic palette, and it was a total flop. I think I might have seen Tati use this palette. I saw somebody use it. I don't remember who it was. And I heard other people talking about how great it was, and I'm like, the colors don't even go together. I don't know about you, but no, I'm good. I'm good on that one. Am I crazy? Is this ugly? Let me know down below. Okay, so next up, the Too Faced Watermelon Slice Face and Eye... Fucker. The Too Faced Watermelon Slice Face and Eye Palette. How old are we? Look, I don't have nothing against, like, food makeup. I like the Glam Light stuff that's come out recently, but this... For one, the color story doesn't make sense, even though I'm wearing pink and green, don't judge me. I don't like the shape of it. I don't like the packaging. I don't like the colors that they have going together in them. Now, the face palette, okay, you got a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight, it looks like. I don't like it. I don't have any other better explanation than I just think it's gaudy, and I don't like it. Pass. Okay, we have another food-themed palette here. I promise you I'm not hating on the food themes, because, like, again, I do like some of them, but this one from Glam Light, honestly, I think it's the colors in it that totally turned me off. I don't really mind the packaging. The packaging is cute. It came in like a pizza box. To me, that's cute, okay? Takes me back a little bit, makes me feel like maybe I'm 8 all over again. But the inside, the colors, I just feel like it could have been done a little bit better. It could have been... I don't know. I don't really care for it. I don't care for the color combinations. I don't care for the way that it's laid out on the palette. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I mean, you got that bottom slice down here. It's got black, brown, and a really dark brown, I guess. And then right next to that, you got a black, a really dark brown, and a pink. I don't know. If you look at this palette and you take away those brighter colors, you've got over half of this palette that is like either a close to a black shade or a dark brown, or a version of a dark brown. I don't know. I feel like that it could have been done a lot better. It could have been more colorful. It could have been more exciting. And this didn't intrigue me at all. I think it's ugly. Sorry. Oh, I lied. We got one more food themed. The hot dog palette. Do you want to think about hot dogs when you're applying eyeshadow? I don't know that I do. I mean, okay, the outside, I just don't even like the way the outside looks. I feel like that could have been done better. I think it's ugly. And then when you look at the inside, it's just an ugly color story. You've got a lot of, like, salmon tones in there. You've got, okay, I'm not changing my mind, but I guess I could see, like, somewhat of a sunset type of vibe with this. But even still, like, you've got this weird, I don't know if that's a gray, that shade's sizzling. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the layout. I don't like the colors. I think it's ugly. I don't want to be putting eyeshadow on my eyes and be thinking about hot dogs. It's just a no. It's just a no for me. All right, this next one. Y'all, when this came in my Ipsy box, I opened it up. First of all, Tetris could have done something so cool with this. It's Tetris. They have all different colored blocks, right? It could have been super colorful and exciting. And I think they might even have like a second version of this palette, and maybe that one's more exciting. I don't know. This one? No, ma'am. I don't understand the color story. We've got a mustard yellow. We've got a navy blue. You have a white, a cream, a light pink shimmer, and a gold shimmer. I don't understand it. I don't know how that's reminiscent of Tetris. Do you think of Tetris when you see those colors? Because I sure as hell don't. I mean, thankfully I didn't pay outright for this palette, because I would have gotten, I would have probably return. Well, no, not probably. I would have returned it. But like, the person making this at Tetris, the person that approved this palette, like, what did they think when they looked at this? Oh yeah, man, that screams Tetris. Let's do this. Game on. Nope. Okay, like on the Ipsy website, it says, we developed this game-changing shadow palette. Okay, so Ipsy created it, and they collabed with Tetris. I don't know why I thought that Tetris I'm thick sometimes, okay? We developed this game-changing shadow palette to channel our love and appreciation of Tetris. The boldly colorful video game. The boldly colorful video game. And you know what? In this picture, that top left shade looks orange. It's not. It's not. It's a mustard yellow. Where's the bold colors? Ipsy? You left them out somewhere. They're not in this palette. Someone screwed up and put the wrong colors in here. And it ended up at my house. And I ended up giving it away to my niece because it was fugly. Moving on. Okay, this next palette. Okay, look. I haven't had any kind of history with Kat Von D makeup or KVD Beauty, whatever the hell you want to call it nowadays. I don't have any kind of history with this brand. I never really owned anything from the brand. I wasn't really heavily into makeup when they were really big. So I can't really speak to like the hype that surrounded these palettes and how everybody felt when they were buying them. Like, I don't know any of that. All I know is what I see, and this mug is ugly. It's ugly. I don't like the packaging. The packaging is ugly. And I don't like the layout. I really don't like the layout. I'm the type of person where I like my stuff to be very, like, uniform, cohesive. I like it to make sense. I like for things to be aligned properly. When things are askew or when they're just out of the norm, I don't like it. It bothers my inner OCD. I don't care for it. This palette bugs me. I don't like this weird layout, okay? That's just my opinion. And I don't like the color selection. Like, you've got some weird, like, gray, mauve, black. I don't understand the way it's laid out. Do you all get it? Did you guys buy this palette and did you like it? I want to know. I just don't see the allure with it. I don't see the appeal at all. I think it's ugly. And I'm glad I didn't buy it. Now, this next brand that I'm going to talk about, I probably could have picked several palettes from because they like to release palettes with 25 to 30 of the same shade or variants of the same shade. If that rings a bell, there's your sign. That's sad. You probably know exactly what brand I'm talking about, and I'm talking about Morphe. So this specific palette is the 3502 Second Nature Artistry palette. Look at this palette, would you? Look at this palette. Look at the last two rows. You've got literally the same two shades of brown and then a black thrown in the corner. Tell me I'm crazy. Come at me. And then you've got an orange and a red, and the rest is just the same, like, 3 shades of brown. People I bought this. Decluttered it, but I bought this. What in my brain when I was looking at this palette online said, that's a good idea. I really want to have 30 of the same shades of brown in my collection. Like, sounds like a fantastic idea. Let's blow $20 on that. Or how much was this? $25. Now you know. I don't know how they tricked everybody into buying these palettes. I don't even know what got up in my brain. Like, there was some hype surrounding these palettes. You had influencers talking about them constantly. So I'm sure that's where it got in my head. Like, oh, well, if so-and-so uses it, it's got to be great. It's got to be, I must need these 4 shades of brown and duplicates. I must need these in my collection. I got to have them, okay? Because I owned like 6 of the bigger 35 pan Morphe palettes. 6, okay? So I had just repeats of the same shades over and over and over again. Needless to say, I don't do that anymore. I don't buy big Morphe palettes anymore. I think when you're first getting into makeup, especially eyeshadows, it's like quantity over quality. You're like, man, I can get 35 eyeshadows for $25, and it's, look at this variety. It doesn't even, like, they're not even trying to dupe you. You can't even really see the variety in this picture. All I see is 1 red and 1 orange. The rest is just shades of brown. And not even, like, it makes me angry thinking about it because I spent money on stuff like this. Should be illegal. All right, we got 2 more. This next one. Why? Why? Who needs? How many's in this? I don't even know. What's 14 times 14? Because that's way too damn many. That's what that is. Who needs that many eyeshadows? And this is another one that's duplicate shades. If you look really closely at this, all right, the first duplicate shades that pop out at me because they're darker than the rest of the palette is that deep burgundy shade. I see it 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 or 5 times in this palette. Okay? I see the same shades of light blue, red, pink, all of them. It's just the same shades over and over and over again. Why are we ripping people off like this? Why are we doing that to people? That's not right. You got customers bringing you their hard-earned money and you're selling them the same duplicate shades. And way too damn many of them. How big was this palette? It had to have been like, okay, I need to do the math now. I can't do that in my head. 196 shadows. 14 by 14, that's what that is. 196. 100, like, wrap your mind around that in one palette. I had to have been like this, okay? As big as your window. That's insane. The window to craziness. I don't understand. Do people buy this thing? Do people actually buy it and use it? And the quality can't be good, okay? It can't be. Oh, let me stop. Elf did the same thing. They had 100, okay? Same thing. Repeats and repeats and repeats. I just don't, and theirs was only $15. 100 eyeshadows for 15. It must have been garbage. Like, come on now. No one could actually believe that it was good quality being that cheap. I can't find the price tag on this Makeup Revolution one because I've already backed out of it and I'm not digging because it's not worth it. Not worth my time. That is not worth my time. That's just crazy. Brands, can we please stop doing this? Not to rag on Makeup Revolution because I'm sure they've had good palettes and I realize this is the third type of palette I've put in here. What is this? What? Do you need a corresponding shimmer shade to every matte that you have in a palette? I'm sorry, you might like that and that's fine. If that's your prerogative, be it what it is, I don't need that shit. Like, this is crazy. Look at this palette. I didn't realize at first that it was corresponding shimmer shades and I kept thinking, there's no way that people think that these are different. As far as the tones, like, there's no way. People are not that dumb. It looks the exact same. And then I realized it was a shimmer corresponding to every matte in the palette. I don't know who needs that. I guess if you're not very, and I don't mean this in a condescending way or an ignorant way whatsoever, so please don't take it that way. And I've been a little sassy through this video. The sass is coming out. I can't help it. But unless you're somebody that's either really young or really inexperienced with makeup, and maybe you just want to throw on one color and the corresponding shimmer on the lid, I mean, that's fine. If you do that, do you, boo, like, that's fine. I won't come for you. But I don't need this, and I think this is ugly. And this isn't even the only one. They did a bunch of different colorways. Here's 2 of them. I mean, what more is there to say? It's ugly. Even if it wasn't corresponding shimmer shades, okay? I don't like the idea of having so many shades of the same color in one palette. Now, when ColourPop did their, like, monochromatic 9-pan palettes, I didn't mind that because you had a mixture of different tones of the same color with different, like, finishes of, like, you had the Super Shock, you had the Shimmer. It was different. I liked those. But to have something like this, when you have 12 varying shades of the same tone, that's matte and then that's shimmer, I just don't understand it. That's just me. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just ugly. They're all ugly. So, those are my picks for this ugliest palette video. And like I said before, please don't take offense. If you like any of these palettes, good for you. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you're getting use out of them. I just don't like these. I think that they're ugly. And I'm glad that I don't have any of these in my collection currently. I can't wait to see Heather's picks for this video. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun watching her opinion on the ugliest palettes. So I think that's going to be all for me today. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It helps my channel out. Oh, please don't forget to go check out Heather's channel as well. Check out her video with her ugliest palettes. Subscribe to her channel. You'll thank me later. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.